Hey, it's Andrea, and I think it's Friday, December 29th, 2017, and it's about 11:45 p.m. in southeastern Pennsylvania, where it's like 12 or 15 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's pretty cold. And I have to tell you, I've had a heck of a day today. Just from beginning to, well, at least till dinner time. About the evening I get to relax a little bit, but my youngest son, he wanted to go look at eyeglasses, because he had his eye doctor's appointment like a week ago, but he didn't want to go to the place right there that sells the eyeglasses because he wanted a larger selection. So we had to go about a half an hour or so away. So we did that this morning before he had work. And on the way back, my car stalled at an intersection. And I was lucky we weren't on the highway at that point. So I couldn't get it to start. I kept trying to get it. My car's been idling really low lately, so we just were waiting to, we kept putting it off. We're like, as soon as we put it in to get the oil changed, we'll get it looked at. So needless to say, it's there now, but couldn't get it to start back up, so I put the hazards on, and then when the light turned red again, I told him could he get out of the car and push, because right at the corner there was a drugstore, so I turned the wheel and we got it in there. At one point somebody helped us get it in because there was a little bit of an incline and it was starting to go backwards, so that wouldn't have been good. So I don't think he was used to that. That's something something we used to have to do back in the 80s sometimes, when your car would break down or whatever, and people would just kind of push it off the road. Like, it doesn't seem like you see that very often anymore. So my husband came out and then drove back because I was able to get the car to start once I was in the parking lot, but every time I had to stop, the car was idling really low. So I didn't know. Sorry, I have something on my glasses. So I didn't know if I'd make it back okay. So we put that in the shop. So now we just have my husband's car. And then we had to go to the grocery store. I had to call my old work. Well, my husband needed my W-2 from 2011, and it's not in the envelope. So I think I had it with my disability paperwork, which I don't talk about this a lot on here, but we did two appeals on disability. The second appeal, I don't think they read the paperwork, so I don't know if I need to speak to another lawyer, or you just get to the point where you're like, why bother? It's just ridiculous. I mean, what? I only worked all my life, and now I can't work, Anyway, I don't want to go into it, but anyway, like they said, they had an expert come in and he said I could get a job visually inspecting things part-time where I could sit down and I didn't have to write anything or type anything into a computer. I don't know where this job exists, but apparently that was good enough, so I might have gone into that before. Anyway, I really don't want to talk about that, so I think that's where my W-2 is, but I cannot find that paperwork, and I worked on that for years. So hopefully I can get my W-2. I don't know why I can't just log in online to the government or something and get a copy of it, or I don't know. It's just ridiculous. So I have like all these weird stressful things. Oh, and besides that, on top of all that, I think I mentioned last week that my thyroid medicine didn't come in. I don't know if I mentioned this, but it was right before Christmas. I went 3 days without my thyroid medicine. I'm on a very high dose, so I get lethargic pretty quickly, and it's like my body can't process food, so I'm not getting any energy if I'm not on my medicine. So we called the the pharmacy had called them like on the 15th of December and not gotten any kind of reply. So then I called, what was it? The Friday before Christmas, or was it the Tuesday after Christmas? No, the Friday before Christmas. And at first I tried to leave a message because they want you to leave a message with the doctor's physician assistant. I left the message, but then at the end of me leaving the message, like actually it started talking before I was done. It said, this recording has been canceled, so I didn't know if it was full. So then I called the lady. This is like a rant about how crazy my day is, so I'm sorry. Feel free to move along. I gotta get it all out there. But so I called the lady at the desk, and I said I can't seem to leave a message on the doctor's physician assistant's thing, and I told her what's going on and how I don't have my medicine, and she said, well, maybe they wanted you to make a med check appointment. So I made the med check appointment, and then she said she was going to put a note in there for the doctor. So this is what, like, that's before Christmas. Then I went, the medicine wasn't in. So, hold on. My medicine wasn't in, and my pharmacist gave me 3 pills to get through the next couple days because they didn't know when it would come in, and I was not doing well. You know, it was worse than usual on the concentration range. So then we called today to see if it was in, and it still wasn't in. So my husband called the doctor's office again, and he probably got really loud with them. So it finally was in there this afternoon, and I got my medicine. So I'm really happy about that. I can't go without my levothyroxine. I can't go for more than like 2 days. It gets really bad. I might as well not even be awake. I might as well be asleep. What's the point? You know? I'm not coherent. I can't pay attention. I'm very lethargic without it. Anyway. So that took a lot of stress off me when that was fixed. I was so happy. And I felt bad because I had yelled at my husband earlier today because he was saying something about the W-2 thing, and I'm so tired of this stuff with the W-2, you know. Well, he thought I said I talked to one person when I talked to a different person. He knows who some of the people are because some of them I worked with. I was like, I didn't talk to that person yet. They left a message, and I keep hearing a noise over there. I think I knocked a bag over or something. I'm like, is something moving in my room? So, anyway, you know how it gets when you just argue over something stupid because you're stressed. So it's been, I got a little more relaxed after that. And we finally got that tree out of our house. I should take a picture of it. It's on the curb, right? When he took it out of here, there was more. She took the tree outside, but more of the tree was in our house than outside because there was so many needles. My oldest son, Bobby, oldest son Bobby, cleaned up that stuff for me this evening. But Bob had put the tree on the side of the road, and then we came back from somewhere. I think we went to the store. Yeah, I should tell you about that too. We came back from the store, and it was laying in the street, and it looked like a tumbleweed. Well, we got it back up off the thing, but I don't know. So yeah, because I thought, okay, today's Friday, so I thought, let's run out to Target and see, if we can get a tree on sale, a Christmas tree on sale, a artificial tree. And they have stuff on sale there. They have all kinds of Christmas stuff on sale for 70% off at the Target near us. So I don't know if it's like that at all of them, but the only trees they had left were 6 foot and 9 foot, and they were those ones they're kind of shaped like a thin cone. I don't know how to describe them other than they're not full. They're not like this. They're like, so I guess it's good for if you don't have a lot of room floor wise, but we wanted something short. So there was one that was like $120 I guess it was like 112 or 115, and it was a little below 40 now. But we didn't want that style. And then we were thinking about going to Walmart, but I was like, I don't want to go to Walmart. I don't like going to Walmart. It's stressful for me. It's a lot of those big stores where the ceiling is really high. I don't know why. It gives me stress. So, and then we had hot dogs. We had chili dogs for dinner and leftovers because we had a bunch of leftovers in the fridge. We had enchiladas that I made last night, some beef enchiladas, and then there was still a little bit of spaghetti and meatballs that Bob made the other day, and there was something else. Oh, there's still some ham from Christmas Eve, but I think that's gone now. And I think there's still Bob made ham bean soup a few days ago. So I think there's still some of that in there. But so Bobby and Dave came over and we just hung out a little bit. And anyway, my middle son has to go to work really early tomorrow, but he's going to take the car because he'll be back before we have to go anywhere. Well, I have to go get my youngest son now. It's just now midnight, and he just called like a minute ago saying that he's ready to get picked up, that he's done now. So I'm going to go get him. And I hope that you're having a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.